Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. We're going to be playing some more Grand Utopia. Oh, whoops. Ha! We're going to be playing some more Euro Truck Simulator 2 on the Grand Utopia map. It's a 1-to-1 scale fantasy island map. Loosely based around France. We do have the add-on island packs. I will leave the information in the description in case you want to check it out for yourselves. But we do have our own truck, working our way from the ground up. It's still a bit of a turd, so we're mostly just exploring and doing quick trips to pay for the repairs on that thing. So we'll go to quick job. Everything in white on the map I've already discovered. Everything in black I have not. So usually all I'll do is kind of click in a general area, click on something that worked out too well. So if I click off of this, you'll see that some of that is undiscovered. So usually all I'll do is click on something like this, and then I will redirect it as much as possible to discover as much as possible. So it's got me sitting really far back again. I have a feeling my one mod is breaking this. That's why we keep getting this music now. So let's scoot forward some and lower, and then bring the steering wheel down some. Let's adjust the mirrors. I usually go until I can just barely see the trailer. With the big mirror and the little one, I just go all the way out so I can see the trailer when it's fully turned. And then I do the same thing for the other side. And the little mirror all the way out. And that should be good. Let's start the truck. Get these lights on. Take a look at this map. So, it looks like if we want to discover more, technically, if I click here, no, wrong one. Oh, holy crap, wrong one. Jesus. Alright, let's try that again. So if I click here, no, I had to click on the ramp, oops. So that'll get me to go that way, and then if I click on the highway here, oh, it should, no, kitty, I don't want you on my lap right now, sorry, not right now. Alright, no. So, let's try, I don't know why it's trying so hard to get me to go this way. Like, it seems kind of stupid, to be honest, but, like, why at all? I don't need to go that way. Unless this is, like, under that and has to go down there to get over to here. Like, I just don't get why I can't go left, or right, I guess, from there. So I guess we'll see if it'll let me when I get to that point. But then from there, we're going to redirect to end up going this way anyways. I just want to discover as much of that as I can. Like the usual, puts us at a 34-minute run, which is pretty much perfect. If I can eliminate that one little bit of the highway, I will. But for now, looks like we are going to be pulling out to our left here. There is no actual gate. We can just kind of, lighthouse, go off wherever we want. So, I think the city looks pretty cool. Even with all the fog and stuff, just being able to see like the outlines of some of these buildings, it makes it look really cool. So, this is the light. It definitely looks like I can go right. I have no idea why this thing kept forcing me to go left according to its instructions, but right, it should also cut down on some of the time frame to get to where we're going. And I did actually turn off the mod for the traffic, trying to get it to get a little bit less skippy, and it does not seem to be helping. So it sounds like they messed up the game again. It is really what it sounds like. Damn it, that sign's gonna get hit. Ah. Am I going the wrong way? I'm kind of confused. Don't know. We're gonna try and go this way. Yeah, no, it says we can go this way. Oh, the trailer isn't gonna make this turn. Just hitting a bunch of signs. It's okay. Trainer's probably not gonna make this turn either, to be honest, but let's see what we can do. Definitely hit a post. The worst place to do this too, because those are those little poles that stick up, and they like to grab onto the trailer axles and not let go. I got lucky and was able to scrape past them. Not sure if I took any damage. It does not look like it according to my tablet here. Yeah, let's carry on. Hopefully I don't get a phone call. I'm waiting for a call back actually from the police. So that's fun. After the last video, I got up to go to the washroom like I always do, and was looking at my phone and noticed my cameras had gone off while I was in the middle of the last video. And I take a look, and there's someone running through my backyard, and they look kind of suspicious. Not like the typical kid just running through. It looked like they were kind of looking back and running for their lives type thing. So I started looking at other cameras, and I noticed that the apartments next door have police at them. And I started checking more cameras, and the police are looking for the dude, and he had climbed out of the bathroom window of one of the apartments, running from the police. So I have footage of exactly which apartment he came out of, his face, like everything. So I'm just waiting for the police to call me back, and then they'll get all that information and go catch this scumbag. So they'll know that the people in that apartment aided in him getting away, which should help. And they can't play stupid and be like, oh, we had no idea he was here. Yeah, we got a bunch of meth heads in an apartment, well, the whole apartment pretty much next door. Crazy landlord rents out like one room at a time type deal, so like one apartment, if it was a 3-bedroom, has 3 different fucking meth heads living in it. So it's real fun. Constantly having to deal with dumb shit coming out of that apartment. Honestly, they're kind of a nuisance to public safety. It should be removed. The whole place, they're just, police are constantly there and constantly having issues. It's stupid. Montmorillo. I just heard a truck door shut. I feel like it's I did not just discover that section as I drove through it, though. I have noticed that happen fairly often, so that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I'm hoping that it only didn't pick up the ramps, and that it actually picked up the middle of the road at least. This is a 30 zone, and I'm over here doing friggin' 35, 40. Do want to behave. Oh, now it's 50. Very, very foggy. Speaking of police, we got one over here. Oh, he's glitching through the roof of that Tesla. That's one way to give a ticket. Climb on in with the people and be like, all right, drive me around while I give you a ticket. No. I mean, it would probably be safer for the officer climbing into some people's cars, but that would be pretty gross abuse of power. You just allowed cops to climb into your car every single stop for no reason. Sorry, I'm discovering. There's another little lot next door. Kind of looks like a dealer. So a lot of times those you discover just driving by them. Not really sure. So we're gonna try just driving by first. Then if I have to pull in, I have to pull in. Looks like we're pulling in. Alright, we've discovered that one now. Definitely a bit excessive, I know. A lot of pointless U-turns and extra left-hand turns and stuff that can lead to accidents and junk. Kind of like this situation. Sometimes traffic stops for you, sometimes it doesn't, but it is what it is. Looks like we got the river right there, maybe? I don't know, can't really see. One of these days we'll get to check out some of these random roads that go off into nowhere, because I'm really curious about some of them. Speed limit to 80, I'm doing 70. De-stop another gear, and cruise control. But it looks like we got a roundabout coming up. Why did this feel like I'm going way out of the way? There we go. I was like, it wouldn't even open the map. No, that's right. Okay. I don't know. Something about it didn't feel right. glad that the guy had to pass me up to do 15 under his speed limit, because 90 is the car speed limit. I'm doing 80 because that's what trucks are supposed to be doing. Looks like we got a power substation out here. Pretty large one. Supposed to be out there. It looks like sailboat sails maybe out there. I don't know. Looks like I got a full tank of gas though, so we should be good even if something was to happen out here. Yeah. Barely see it in the fog. See, I swear I've already driven this route before. I don't know if it was like during a section of footage that I wasn't able to use. Like, that's one of the things that sucked. It's like sometimes shit's just unusable. Like, for the most part, I still post my videos where like the sound didn't work or something stupid or it's a little laggy. Mostly because it ain't harder for me to make a lot of the content and stuff. I don't feel good a lot of the time, so. It's kind of sad to say that playing video games is too much work for me sometimes. So, if it's not a total lost cause, I'll still keep it and put it up. But there are some times where it's just completely unusable. The camera didn't load for the entire video, or I know some of them I do still put up, but for the most part, if it fucks up like that, I quite literally, like, let's say, like this run, I would go to the save game right before I started this load and redo the whole video. So, I mean, if it's a 35-40 minute video, that's now 80 minutes to 90 minutes, and it's an hour and a half. I mean, it adds up real quick, and then on top of that, I don't remember. Sometimes I won't even redo it. Like, I'll just be that exhausted and out of it that I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. And then I don't remember if I redid it or not. Yeah, so there's a lot of the stuff that I have seen. I don't want to see it that way, because it's, for the most part, I usually know before I get through an entire video if it was fucked, hopefully, but not always. For the most part, when something goes wrong with the video, like the actual VR footage fucks up too. where I can't play. So usually it'll stop me. But there have been, like, I'd probably say a total of, I'd say 5 or 6 times where I had to redo a video like that. The one that really comes to mind for me is I had like it after an update, and it wasn't until like the 10th video where the game became 100% unplayable due to some of the mods that I was using still, and there were no updates. And I wanted to continue to film, so I actually had to just eliminate those 10 videos, and I never redid them. So like, I'm in that situation, I definitely had seen those areas and probably went over them after the fact, and honestly just didn't even remember whether I'd driven it or not. I mean, let's be honest, unless you drive the same road like a handful of times, you usually don't remember it very well the next time around. So like, you might see 1 or 2 buildings that stand out and you're like, hey, that seems familiar, but like the whole thing, no, you're still gonna be like, oh wow, look at that, like a fucking plane coming right at me. Oh, it's going away from me. Can't tell with the fog, it just looked like a damn 747 coming at me. Oh, I started to go off the road a little bit. Looks like there's a plane right there. So this must be the airport. I'm guessing by the barbed wire and the fact that we just had to like trek way the hell out of the way for no reason. Seemingly, considering everything was like wide open, nothingness. But that is pretty par for the course for around an airport. Usually they try to make it that there's nothing for them to crash into and stuff like that. And I get that there are some places like New York where they just don't have the real estate. So it's like right in the middle of the fucking city. Or Chicago is kind of the same way. We got some that are in some not so ideal locations. Like O'Hare and Midway actually aren't too terrible, but there is like a bunch of residential around them. So like Midway, actually, I remember quite a few where the weather would be like this and the plane would come in and it would literally just slide right off the end of the runway right into houses and stuff. It happened more than once that I can remember in just the 39 odd years that I've been alive. But I mean, it is fairly common. It's not like every year or nothing, but and honestly, I still don't really think that that's super crazy after playing flight sim and landing at those. It's like an added risk, yeah, but it's not like some of them airports, you're like almost hitting rooftops and shit coming into them and stuff. Like those are some risky ones, but I don't think Chicago's is too bad. Mixed field, I guess, would be a little bit, just because like you kind of gotta cross the skyscrapers to get to it, unless you're on the lakeside. But that one even still, like especially in like a Cessna, you're coming in so slow that you got all the maneuverability actually moving very fast comparative to like a Cessna. The speed over ground, you're talking 85 knots or so as you're coming in for a landing, as to where the 747s and stuff, you're wanting like 135 knots to stay up. They just need more air under the wing. I really don't know why they require more, but yes, I hit a sign. Sorry. I'm not the greatest driver in the world. So, we are getting close to our final destination. Yeah, that's a do not enter. So with that being a do not enter, that means the only way we're gonna get it is if we're getting a load out of this place that I'm delivering to. So I am going to needlessly go around the block to get that. So we got a wide turn here. Very narrow road. We're gonna make this work. Just to discover this road. I just really didn't see another way to get it. The chances of me popping out of that place again is pretty slim. So, oh shit, that was a hell of a lag spike. Turned my head a little too fast, I guess. I mean, honestly, the way the game's playing really makes me want to roll back. But at the same time, I am kind of questioning whether it has to do with the snow add-on. The snow add-on definitely adds a lot more texture. I mean, look at the roads. You got tire tracks everywhere, essentially. So I'm gonna have to say it's probably safe to assume that it's the Grimes winter mod. And it is what it is. I mean, that and the fog, I mean, that's probably not really helpful much either. But, yep, we'll head in here, drop off our load, and be done for the day. Looks like they want us to back it in. Looks like it's on this side of that trailer, so we're gonna abuse this extra space here as much as we can. I have to be careful because these are the rear steer trailers like that. It will actually turn into the piles of shit that I was closely navigating like that. Piles of boxes. So I do have to back up a little bit, get myself away from these boxes a hair more so that it doesn't turn into them. Careful, because I don't know how much the snow actually attracts or affects traction. So if I get too far off, I might not be able to get back in. And that might already be too far. So, stalled. We're gonna put on the air brake so that I can load up the trucks up. And then we're gonna back up. There we go. Alright. Might have to shimmy my way in. I'm gonna try and shove it sideways into its spot. So the truck won't be where it's supposed to be, but the trailer will be. At least that's the hope. And it looks like, although not pretty, I did it. No, okay, we're gonna fix that. So, let's get back to the inside so I don't go getting myself sick. And we're gonna straighten out a little bit here. So, now I actually do want to kind of straighten out a little bit. Now, we can get over far enough, early enough, that I should now be able to shove the trailer in correctly. Does look like we're in between the rails. I do look much straighter this go around. I think that is far more acceptable. This is a boat, it's not like it's actually going into the door, it won't even fit. So, we're gonna hit the parking brake, drop these legs and go home. Call it a day. So, 29 minutes total. Looks like 1,129 euros at the end of the run, leaving us with 10,411 euros. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. But yeah, so till next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.